Hello there, my gorgeous phoenixes. You are here with me, Daniella Langford of Redesign Your Life Forever. And tonight we are doing Wisdom Wednesdays. Welcome everybody to Wisdom Wednesdays. And as you can see, we are coming to you from my boudoir. And I'm doing this on purpose. Number one, because I left my tripod downstairs. Not gonna lie to you guys. But number two, more importantly, is to talk to you about another way that we can make choices. Now, last week we were talking about making choices and how that is a human superpower, which it is. Because animals do not make choices the same way that we make choices. They make choices based off of an animalistic primal instinct, fight or flight, hungry or not. These are the kind of choices that our animal friends make, and our plant friends as well. But human beings have a very distinct ability, a cognition that allows us to think about what we're thinking and think about what we're feeling. I was going to say, and feel about what we're feeling, which is also true. But to think about what we're thinking. And when we are able to think about what we're thinking and think about how we're feeling and how those two things are intertwined, then there is a space to make a different choice. So, as you all know, the holidays are in full swing, depending on which faith-based belief that you have. Their holidays are in full swing for just about everybody now, and if they aren't, they will be within the next week or two. So, this is one of, as a coach, this is one of our biggest seasons, I'm not going to lie to you. Because there is so much stress, because there is so much anxiety, like the family's coming. What am I going to do with all these kids? Where's everybody going to sleep? What are they going to eat? I got to buy presents for, oh my God, how many nephews is it now? You know, all of these things that come into our focus and tend to stress us out. But these things, they're stressful because they're triggering the fight or flight response. They're triggering the stress response, but in reality, the two nephews over there are not a tiger that's about to eat you, okay? So, being able to make choices about how we think, being able to think about how we feel, being able to make a distinction and a determination between, is that actually a tiger over there, or is it just my annoying nephews? I'm just saying. Regardless of whether they're annoying or not, I'm sure your nephews are perfectly lovely. My nephew is perfectly lovely. But point being is that you can make a choice, as you can determine for yourself. This is what's called discrimination, actual discrimination, being discriminatory. And we're going to start taking back that word, Phoenixes, because believe you me, I was grown up. Wow. Woo! Can't even talk. I grew up in an area where I was surrounded by all different colors and sizes and shapes and things and all the things, okay? To our generation, there is no such thing really as color. Or there shouldn't be by now. Because if there is, that's just ridiculous. But the point being is that the word discrimination has been hijacked to mean something specifically only dealing with race or, sexual orientation or, you're being discriminatory, okay? It's been turned into a negative connotated word. When in fact, being discriminatory is something that you need. You desperately need. And especially as the holidays are coming around, you desperately need to discriminate between what is an actual stressor, aka the lion over there in the woods, right? Or just your in-laws. Okay? Lion in the woods, in-laws. Okay? Run, ignore. And I say that with all love. But the point is that you can choose, you can call it up in your mind and you say, oh, I'm feeling these feelings. Okay, I see that. I can now make a choice as to whether or not I'm going to allow their presence or their talking or whatever it is that's bugging you, to allow that to bug me. I can make a choice. Okay, that is going to be your number one defense. against stress and anxiety and depression, particularly through the holidays and dealing with all the other family and friends and all the people, okay? Because it's usually, at least for me for the longest time, it was having to deal with other people that was like the stressor. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to deal with these people. Okay? I can't handle these people. I'm not interested in handling these people. I don't know what I'm going to do. But obviously not so much now. But thank goodness. That's the training kicking in. But that is also being discriminatory, saying, hey, is this situation really a fight or flight situation? Is this really worth shooting my cortisol and my other stress hormones through the roof, making me eat more, making me be tired, making me be irritable, making me respond poorly to things and be in a defensive mode? Sorry, my cat just totally took over my lap right there. Do you want to really feel those things? I don't think so. I don't like to feel them. I'm sure you don't. Nobody likes to feel them. But feel them we do. So if you want to be able to change the way you feel about things this holiday, if you want to change that feeling of stress, that feeling of anxiety, that feeling of being penned in, that whatever you're feeling, if you do not want to be experiencing that feeling anymore, you have a choice to make. And you can make that choice. Because if you can think about how you think, and think about how you feel, you can discriminate what you allow to drive you crazy. Or not. Hopefully not. And another point I want to mention, which is why we're actually in the boudoir, I got off on a little tangent, is that the other huge choice that you have to make, and I want to say any time of the year, not just during the holidays, but of course it particularly comes up during the holidays, is that time for yourself. Here I am, chilling out in my room. I'm actually about to get on a group client video call. So I am taking a few minutes here for myself before I jump on that call. And those of you who are going to be there, you know who you are. I will see you in a few minutes. I am taking a few minutes here to myself. Reading a few pages of my book, taking 10 minutes to meditate, or just be here with my cat and chill out. Just taking time for me. That does not mean sitting mindlessly in front of the Netflix or the Hulu. Okay, we love it, we know. It's not really relaxing, is it? Particularly the kinds of shows that we watch. Usually not very relaxing, right? So actually taking time for yourself. Basically to sit there and do nothing is so underrated. And I don't mean be lazy. I don't mean ignore your responsibilities, okay? I'm talking about taking 5, 10, 15 minutes to yourself. 20 if you can manage it, okay? Throughout the entirety of your waking hours during the day. That's like nothing, okay? 10, 15, 20 minutes, nothing. And taking that time to sit there and relax. Read a book, go take a nice hot shower. If you can steal more than 20 minutes, take a bath. Have a nice soothing cup of tea and be engaged in whatever you're doing. Not engaged in the monkey mind, not engaged in the naysayer and the ego and the gremlins that are all rumbling around up here saying, oh, well, you got shit to do, and so-and-so's coming by 2 o'clock, and you gotta be on the call by 7:30, and you gotta. Okay? Right? If it helps, just picture him like this. Yeah, wah, 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 wah. That's actually how I combat a lot of my stuff, is with humor. Because it really breaks it down. So, coming to you from my boudoir, take a page from my book and take 10, 5, 15, 20 minutes if you can manage it, or more, just to yourself a day. Not a week, not a month, a day. Okay? It will be, without a doubt, the most valuable 5, 10, 15 minutes that you will probably spend the entire day. I have no doubt. So make the choice. It is a choice. Speaking of choices, it is a choice to take time for yourself. Particularly in and amongst all of this holiday madness, okay? And madness is pretty much what it is at this point. Taking that 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes for yourself. That is going to be one of the greatest gifts you could possibly ever give yourself, but is also going to be a huge defense against all of the stress and the anxiety and the pushing and the pulling that we feel during this holiday to get specific things done by a certain time because other people expect us to. Take that time for yourself. Take the time to make the decision. Because you can decide to continue to run around on fumes, okay? Or you can make the decision to take 5 minutes for yourself and get a cup of tea and just sit there. Ponder your tea. Okay? I'm not joking. It's going to be the best 5 minutes you spend all day. So make the choice to love on yourself a little bit this holiday. Make the choice to take action. That is a huge, huge thing that I teach my clients, is to take those small actions, like your cup of tea, like your 15 minutes reading a book, or just sitting there with your cat in your lap. Okay. Make that time for yourself. Make the choice. You are a human being with full human capacities. You can make a choice and follow through with an action. And that action can indeed be inaction. Okay? Give yourselves a break. No one runs on fumes very well. Ask me how I know. Ask yourself how you know. So, you do know. Take those 5 minutes for yourself. Make the choice. Make the choice as to what you want to let into your head this holiday. Oh, there we go. We're back. Hey, Miss Donna. Wow, I'm finally getting... Oh, yeah. There we go. There go all the comments. Hi, Miss Donna. So glad I didn't miss this. Sometimes it's just too people-y out there. Yes, it is. Yes, it is just too people-y out there. I don't know why all of a sudden my comments just decided to pop up, but they did. Yay. So make the decision to decide, discern, discriminate. Angry word. Discriminate what you are letting in your head. Okay? Discriminate what you are allowing to drive you crazy. Because guess what? You can make a choice to walk away. I don't care how many people are in your house. I don't care how many kids are running around. I don't care how many people need you. You'd be like, you know what, guys? I'm going to take 5 and just walk away. You can make that decision for yourself. And it will be the best decision that you make all dang day. Okay? So choose you. Make a choice. Choose you. So then that way you can be the best you that you want to put out there for everybody else. Not who they want you to be. Be the best you that you want to be. All right? All right, my lovelies. I've got to head off and go do my group call. I will see you hopefully next week as we start ramping up for Christmas. I will be a little bit more incognito, as one might imagine. This is not only the busiest season for coaching, but it is also the busiest season for families and things and get-togethers and stuff, and we will be in California. However, this is also the season where things get busy, not just for, I've got people already in programs right now, but people go crazy. And of course, you all want to change your lives in 2019, which I am all about. However, if you do not jump on the bandwagon now, 2 things. Number 1, I'm going to fill up because I'm only one person and I can only take so many clients at a time. I love you guys, but I can only take so many of you at a time. That means you're going to get put on a waiting list, which sucks. I don't want to put anybody on a waiting list, but it's happened, okay? Number 2, because of the rising costs of living and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Adding people to my team costs. Costs have got to go up for my services, which sucks. I don't like to do it, but it's got to be done. So if you are ready to actually take action on these changes, if you are ready to dive deep into your subconscious and to figure out what the fuck it's been trying to get you to do, and then get it to change its mind, if you are ready to learn how to retrain your subconscious so that you can actually achieve the success that you've been dreaming of, whether that be at home, with your family, with your friends, at work, this is the time. There is no better time than now. Now, you can be a new person in 2019, and I don't want you to miss out on that. Because if I could say anything to toot my own horn here, it is a dramatic transformational experience to actually start to become who you were meant to be. Take that time for yourself. I love you all. I will see you soon. Have a fabulous Wednesday night. This is Daniella of Redesign Your Life Forever. As always, I love you all, and I will see you soon.